All right, guys, so what's going on? Prepper Man here. As you know, I have been making bug out bags for some time. There's been some interest in having some of these pre-made bags made for you. So, as you see before you, there's some different colors and styles and stuff. I can never guarantee exactly what color and style will be available. What I can guarantee you is mid to high grade quality materials that these bags will be constructed with a effort to always keeping the price low. My profit margin is very modest for what I'm trying to do. The goal of this is to get more people out there prepared with bug out bags. I understand that a lot of people don't know exactly what to look for. I have been doing this for several years, and now I just want to reach out and help you guys be able to acquire these 3-day bags. I can do week-long bags. Currently, you see 2 additional bags there to the left, a green and a black one. The black one is going to be a medical kit that I'm going to be working on, and the green one is a simple 3-day bag set up for a particular loadout. What I want to do is I'm going to move these bags right here in just a moment, and I'm going to go through the bag on the far right. That bag will consist of multiple items. Now, keep in mind, none of these items are going to be guaranteed what you will get with your bag. No guarantee on certain brands and such like that, unless you tell me in your message you want that particular item. What I try to do is to keep all of the items that you see at an affordable rate. So sometimes, for example, Life Straw, you can find good deals on those. Sometimes it's an off-brand Life Straw, but has the same reviews or similar filtration abilities. My goal is, instead of you having to go online and buy a pre-made bag for $500, $600, $700, that I'll be able to make you a bag with the same consistency for half that price. Now, you get into the medical range here. Those bags, they can get a little more expensive. So as I will be constructing bags like that, for those of you out there who may have interest in that, I will be in touch with you from time to time asking if you would like such and such items. Give you progress reports upon your bag. That will take several weeks to construct, because I do not keep a infinite supply of materials around. Hopefully, if the success of this picks up, you will see more and more. You'll see your bags, the turnaround rate becoming faster for you. The more I sell, the more I will start to inventory. That being said, I'm going to remove these 2 bags to the left, and I will go through this far bag to the right and show you what some of the items you could have. I'll tell you the ones that are my personal items that are in there that won't be in any loadout, and I'll tell you and I'll show you the items that, which the majority of it will be, that will come in one of these bags. Give or take, there will be items that you may tell me you don't want, you already have, or yada yada. We can discuss that in the messages before I start constructing these bags, to give me an idea of what exactly you want. This far bag on the right is used as a typical bug out bag. I call it a 1 to 3 day pack. That 1 to 3 days typically just depends on the amount of food you want to carry and the extra weight. So, depending on the price range you tell me you want, will depend the type of food that may come into your bag, and I'll discuss that as we go. But without further ado, let's get into this. All right, so let's start with, first off, as these bags are going to be coming out, I'm going to attempt to get some more cosmetically appealing patches. I'm making these bags, so I'm going to get my name out there. This will probably come down to be one patch. It will have my YouTube channel on here, and eventually I'll have a Facebook page where you can go, and the name will be very similar. I may be switching from Prepperman 90 to Prepperman Bags. That being said, just an idea. I want to show you some of the options that you may run into. Make sure my angle is still good here. Okay. Let's dive into this piece by piece. As you can see here on the outside of the bag, I have a ham radio. Now keep in mind that ham radios, you do need to have a license to just use it casually, but in a crisis situation, who really cares? This right here have a decent range of a few miles. 2 miles I've been able to tell inside congested areas. If you're in open field, of course, it will be should be substantially further distances. You should be able to reach out with that. These come with a microphone headset and a charging dock that I don't have near me right now. They are
channel mode,
very well adjustable, all kinds of frequencies, scan mode. Read over the manual to that or find it on YouTube, the how-tos. It is pretty self-explanatory. On the side here, I have 550 cord bracelet. If you don't know what you can use that for, then you might not want to start with a bug out bag. You might want to get a basic survival book and start learning some of the do's and don'ts with that. But if you look on my channel, I do go over things like that. On the outside here, I have a flashlight. It has multiple modes that, depending on the situation you're in, may need. Comes with a rechargeable battery. Also, as we dive into it, you'll see a sleeve, a battery sleeve, to where if you're not at a point where you can recharge that rechargeable battery, you can throw AAA's in there, throw the adapter down into the charger, the battery well, and you'll be able to have juice. Here is a type of fire starter, depending on the type of bag you want, what you request. You could get this, maybe you get something else. This lights up to 4 fires. Plastic bag, a garbage bag, tieable. Always good to have a bag, multiple purposes. You can look up online some of the reasons for that. I keep a roll of toilet paper in there to help keep it dry. Self-explanatory. You can also use the same bag to keep your entire bag dry if you get caught in a downpour. Here we have a nice little shovel. If any of my things are out of focus on the camera, my apologies. Not able to look at everything all at once. But this can be a shovel, it can also be a hoe. As we keep digging into this bag, I have a mini water filtration system here. Life Straw, 100,000 gallons of water purification. This right here is I'm not going to take it out of the pack, but this is a military grade camouflage, military grade poncho. We actually, in the Army, you call these hoochies. They have metal rings around them where you can tie them down with your 550 cord, and there are several ways you can make shelter using that. 550 cord with a bungee cord around it. Both those can come in handy in a pinch. This is my piece that I keep in here, just a cheap everyday carry. I'm covering most of it because I do have engraving on it that I don't want to be seen everywhere. Also, along with that, you'll see I have an extra magazine, and depending on the loadout preference that you're telling me about, I will have a magazine holder attached to this also. Here on the outside, don't expect to get a knife this expensive unless you want to pay for it, but you'll have a pocket knife attached with it also. You say, what's that? Well, this right here is quite simple. As I'm making sure my angle is still right here for you so you can see everything. If you're out in the field at night, maybe you're with a group of guys, yada yada, maybe you need an extra light. When I'm moving out in the field at night, unless it's a combat situation, if I got my guys with me, this practice I use in the Army, they use the chem lights, but this right here is a good alternative, lasts a long time, waterproof. And here's where your options come in. Here's an additional bag. Maybe you're out having to out forage, another bungee cord. Maybe you're having to out forage right here. So I use an old chair that broke that I had. You can put kindling in this. This may be something that would probably not come in your bag, but it's just an idea for you. This is a hammock. My preferred sleeping method is using a hammock. I use the hoochie as a shelter above me, and then you're going to see this next item you would put below you or around you. It is a thick thermal blanket that will help keep you warm. Also in here I have a bladder. I don't feel like taking it out, but inside there is a water bladder with an access point that can come up through here so you can have your water supply near. Breaking into this side, this middle compartment is where I normally keep food at in all packs except for the medical. Have an MRE. If you ration those correctly, you can make that last a good long while. This would be something that come in a more high grade pack because these things are expensive. For a mid-grade pack, I will get you items like this. They have a decent long shelf life and a decent nutritional intake value. I'll also be throwing these into any pack. It is a day's worth of calories, 2,400 calories, and they break apart into several blocks here in the back that you can eat 400. I think it's 400 calories a piece. Flavor your water. Sometimes you just get tired of drinking plain old water, and a quick snack on the go. These items will vary with the bag and yada yada. I have soap in here because you need to keep your butt clean. And here's another water flavor packet with added nutrients like electrolytes, yada yada. On this side here, any bug out situation, you may need a mask, not because you're going to be up to doing anything bad, but just because you may want to cover your face. Also helps keep you warm, yada yada. This will recharge the battery that's in that light. Here is a chem light. This is a solar powered charging dock. Now, you're going to probably have two options. You can let me know which one you want in the messages. The high grade bags will get these. The mid grade bags will probably get one of these. Either one, this recharges in the field. This you have to charge manually, but you can get one or two charges out of it. Multi-tool. It's like a little saw. Extra thermal. Maybe you get extra cold, maybe you have a buddy. Here's the hand warmer. With the hand warmers here, you will have an option, high grade pack, every pack. Sewing kit. This is optional, something I add to me because it's something I personally need because the shit eats me up. Wipe this down before you have to go into poison ivy. Minimizes your chance of contracting poison skin irritants. I have a watch that is powered by movement. You won't be getting one of these either unless you ask for it, and your bag price will go up. But more than likely, I will not include a watch unless you ask for it. If you do, we'll figure that out. Here is a compass. This is a military grade compass because it's what I learned to use when I was in the Army. But you will be getting similar compasses in any bag that are similar to this, but not as high of quality. If you want one of this quality, let me know. The price will go up. Electrical tape or duct tape, whatever I can find the best deal on, was what you'll probably get in there. Both have multiple purposes. Portable radio, another thing you will probably want to request if you're expecting to get it in your bag. Here is a survival multi-tool. All kinds of purposes for these. You can research it. It also comes with a little instructional pack. This will come in most all packs. Let's see. This is just an immune booster. Sometimes you're going to be out there, you're going to be getting drained, you're going to have a low nutritional intake, so you might need a vitamin supplement. Here's a fire starter. These will range in styles and packs. You know, right here I have it's a little go pack. I also like to include the Vaseline covered cotton balls, which I do not currently have in mine, but they will come in just about every pack because they is honestly the best is these Vaseline covered cotton balls. But I have a starter, I have the magnesium, I have matches, I have a lighter, in a waterproof container. Got a Ziploc bag. This is that piece I was telling you could put the batteries in to help charge that light. Now, I'm not going to tear all of this out because it's tight and it kind of sucks to get into. But as you see, it is bleed stop. In here I have all kinds of gauze. I have some basic pain meds, some stuff to keep down on infection, antibiotics. I have a tourniquet in here. I think there's some more trauma shears on the outside. There's trauma shears and a tourniquet, which on the tourniquet you can mark your time and date. If you are wanting a tourniquet in your bag, of course they would come with a medical bag. If that's something that you are wanting to have in yours, you need to let me know. And the prices on these fluctuate a lot, but I always try to get you the best rate. These combat medical pouches here is probably one of the single most expensive items to add on. Now, if you want a medical pack, I won't put one of these on that because the medical pack will have a lot more in-depth supplies. But if you want a 3-day pack with one of these, let me know. Prices on these fluctuate also. So pretty much, if you are wanting one of these bags, you're going to have several options, several price ranges. I'm going to try to keep the average 3-day bag between $150 and $300. The $150 one, I don't have any bags here that I would use for a $150 bag. You're going to be getting a bag of lesser quality, not of piss poor quality, but you won't be getting a tactical bag. You'll be getting more like a school bag with basic supplies, hand warmers, basic knife, starter kit, soap, a water filtration kit, and you need to let me know what type of shelter that you prefer. If you prefer tent, hammock, if you want to go on the ground, if you just want a hoochie, if you want to make your own and you don't want any of it, let me know these things. These are some of the key items that fluctuate the price the most. That being said, you're more than welcome to go online and look what other people offer you in these pre-made kits. I guarantee you that those kits are not going to be as individually different and unique as mine. Also with these kits, it's not just the individuality of them, but when you get to buy these other kits online, these pre-made fab kits, everything comes in. It's nice to say, hey, I'm ready, I'm prepared, but you're going to spend a lot of money on it. You're going to spend more money on it than what you're going to spend for these. And what you're getting with this is a thought process put into it. You tell me what your concern is. Are you worried about chemical warfare? We'll get you a gas mask. Are you worried about an EMP hit? Well, we'll put some EMP resistant baggies in here. Are you worried that, hey, I just really need to find something, I need a bag for food? I will find you shelf life food. This is not going to be a problem. Whatever your concern is, it is my specialty. This is what I love to do with my free time, is to prepare these bags in such a way where whatever your concern is, whatever you want to combat, whatever you want to be ready for, we will be ready for. If you have a certain loadout that you use, you like 5.56, you like 308, you like 45, you like 9mm, you're a revolver guy, you're a magazine guy, you need to tell me what your 1 or 2 weapons will be so I can give you the right loadout. You say, hey, I'm not into weapons, I just want you to be on the move. Fine, I'll find you a better knife then. There are so many options out here that's not even funny. There's no wrong way to go here. The only wrong way to go is to not do one at all. If you say, hey, Prepper Man, I don't really want to do your bags, I want to make my own, that's awesome. Do it, do the research. I've been doing it for 5 years. roughly, as far as making multiple bags. I had one before then, and there are so many options out there, so many variables, but this is kind of what I use. This is my bag. I keep the tags and stuff on here to show people what you're going to kind of get when it comes to you new and it's fresh. Like I said, I will update you along the way. Check with you as the price range fluctuates. Let's see where you're comfortable at. If you're getting to a point where you say, I'm about to tap out, let me know. I'll finish it up. These will take roughly 2-3 weeks at least, possibly 4. When you get into the medical stuff, you're going to be looking at a month plus, more than likely. That is because if you want to get the best deal on medical supplies, sometimes you're going to have to wait a good while for it to get shipped to you. Like I said, hopefully with the success of this, I'll be able to get the turnaround on these a little bit faster. If you have any questions about your current bags, ideas, let me know. Remember, Prepperman90 at YouTube. That's capital P and a capital M. Just like this. There will be some videos on there. I'll be posting more retaining in regards to this, these type bags. But I already have some interest in people ordering. And yeah, I'm going to give you a little more than what the basics. If you want the cheapest bag, you're going to get the basics. If you want the creme de la creme, you're going to have some good shit. And then you can always just add your piece to it, you know, your sidearm. Maybe you don't like the knife that comes with it. You have to make these your own, but I understand the hustle and bustle of today's world, people that aren't looking at it the way I do, that don't keep up with the price changes and fluctuations, how you can easily start spending a lot of money and then still have a lot of things you need. So upon getting these, as I develop going through this, I will try to make sure I keep you a supply list, the usage of stuff, and I'm always here, and so is YouTube and Google, for any of your questions that you may have pertaining bug out bags. Being ready is what it's all about. A lot of stuff going on in the country today. There's a lot of concern out here about firearms or infiltration from foreign entities or even our own government being very corrupt. No matter what your concern is, it's always good to have a contingency. If this would be your only contingency, if you don't have stores or supplies at your own house, then this is a whole lot better than nothing. That being said, I'm going to cut this video off. I hope that you have enjoyed looking at the options that you have when you order Prepperman bags. Like I said, your bags will come with a patch on them. The first few I send out may not have it, depending on when the patches come in. Besides that, this bag will be yours to customize. And always, I'm here to help, because that's what prepping's about, and that's what's up. So guys, be good, be safe, and as always, be prepared.